Hey guys, what's up? Rodolfo here, and today we're gonna start building an app. This is going to be a series of videos, probably around 5 or 6, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna show you the whole process that I use to build an app for myself. Now, I'm not an expert. I have been doing this for a while, but I'm in no way an expert. But I want to take you through this journey, and we're gonna start from scratch until we get it published on the App Store. This is not meant to be a best practices or these are the industry standards or anything like that. It's to build an app for me. But if I was doing this for a client or if I was working with other people, it might look somewhat different than what we're gonna do. So hopefully, maybe you guys can learn something new, maybe it can inspire you to start something else too, and maybe you know a better way to do this than I do, and if you do, please let me know in the comments and let's all learn from each other. But yeah, let's begin. So, I have a movie information and recommendation app that's already in the App Store. So I thought it would be nice to have a TV show information app and a tracker where you can put the shows that you watch and you mark each episode that you've seen. Hopefully you can refer back to it later, see what the next episode it is that you need to see. And also, what's on TV today, what's new, recommendations to things you might like. So this is the app we're gonna build. So in this video, we're gonna do an overview of Invision Studio, which is what we're gonna use to design the app before we start coding it. I know it's not the best app for this. I know that Sketch is probably the most recommended app, but Sketch is $99. And I want to be able to bring things in this channel that are either cheap or free and that lowers the barrier for anyone who is looking to start. This is why I think Invision Studio is great, and it's a free app, and this is what we're gonna use. So let's go and see how it works. So let's open Invision Studio here. We're just gonna do an overview. On this side, I have all the projects that I've already worked on before. I don't know if they have this already, but yeah, coming 2019, you will be able to save stuff in the cloud. And here you have the screen sizes that you want to work with. You can have a blank canvas, you can have a desktop or web app, tablets, different types of phones. And down here, what's interesting about this is there are a few resources for you to learn how to use Studio. So if you click here, for example, it takes you to the Invision website where they have a full course. It's about an hour long. They have 18 videos, and I'll also link on the description below a few links to Udemy courses that are also free and where you can learn a bunch of stuff about app design using Studio. So they have a few tutorials here, including how to lay out things, how to do animations, how to do scrolling, because one of the cool things you can do with Studio is you can prototype your design. So it's not just static. So we're going to start with a iPhone 8 screen just because it's smaller. Usually what I like to do is start with this, and if everything works out here, then it's not too big of a difference to the SE screen or the bigger sizes. It's just easier to get things looking great. So you start with an artboard. On this left panel here, you have your artboards and your assets, and on the right side you have your inspector. So on the top here you have the shapes and vectors, images and texts that you can use. So let's get a text here. Let's say new app. And since this is all white, let's change colors. You can change the sizes here, lettering, spacing, do you want, stuff like that. Let's add a shape. I'm not saying this looks good, it's just an overview. But you have these lines that can help you lay things out on the screen. Let's also change this to another color. Let's add a button. Let's also change the colors. And let's add a text to... Now we want this to be white. So now, let's say that we want to change this to the 10s Max size and see how it looks. Well, you see how all the elements stayed in place and they didn't adapt to the new size. So one of the nice things that you can do in Studio is you can take this here and let's say this is already good. It's pinned to the left and top, but let's say that for this one we want it to be centered in the middle. To create a button, proper button, let's group these guys and let's say that we want it pinned to the left, the right, and the bottom. So now, if you select the artboard and 10s Max, it's going to go where it should go. Okay, so I select the group, add the constraints, and when you go back to the iPhone 8, it's going to be in the right place. So let's say now that we have a new artboard, let's make it iPhone 8 also. Let's add a background just so you guys can see what's going to happen. Now I'm going to add an interaction here. It's going to be on a tap. It's going to go to artboard 2 and it's going to slide to the left. So when we go here to preview and I tap, it does the animation as it's going to the next screen. So this is just an overview, but you can see how you can easily create responsive designs, app designs, or web designs, and you can prototype it, create animations, and if you need to show this to a client or something like that, then it's better this way to show something that looks more alive than just static screens. So this was just a quick overview, and on the next video we will start actually creating the app and designing it, building it. So please let me know in the comments, do you have any tips or ideas or feature requests for this app, ideas for the design, and also let me know what you use for user interface design. Do you use Studio? Do you use Adobe XD, Sketch? And if you like this video, then please hit the like button below, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.